Good morning, folks. I'm Black Dragon. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Black Dragon National President. Oh, and it is a beautiful morning in Georgia. Absolutely amazing out here. And so, I can't wait till the summer, but unfortunately, knowing Georgia the way I do, the summer will suck a little bit because it's going to be hot as hell here. So, but after this cold winter, I'm truly going to be ready for the summer. So, today I want to talk about a subject that is kind of near and dear to my heart. I think all the subjects are near and dear to my heart. But today I want to talk about to hell with the set. To hell with the motorcycle club set. To hell with the biker set. And I'll tell you why I say that. I kind of get started in it with this. I can't tell you how many times I'm told by someone that we have an obligation as a motorcycle club to go and support the set. I can't tell you how many presidents have told me that. I can't tell you how many times I have heard that someone wants to kick somebody out of a chapter because of this notion that they are not supporting the set. So you have to ask yourself, what the hell are these bozos talking about? Some of these folks put so much effort into supporting the set. You will see them at every function, every weekend. A lot of times I'll see motorcycle clubs divide up the chapter. There are 7 functions going on this weekend, and we've only got 30 people. So we're sending 3 people or 4 people to every function. And then we'll have 2 people bounce around. And we'll have them bounce between functions. So we'll send 4 folks to every function. And the prez and the VP will bounce from function to function to function to function. And these things that these people do to me, it's just freaking amazing. And the whole precipice behind this, the whole idea is that by supporting so many different functions on the set, that's going to result in all those motorcycle clubs you supported coming back home to support you for your function or your dance, so that the focus is, if we spend money in all these places, they'll come back and they'll spend money with us. And so it goes that rules are set up and bylaws are set up such that if you're not supporting the motorcycle set, you're not supporting your MC. And you get the same sort of consequences placed upon you as a person who doesn't support the set or who doesn't support the MC. So I've seen folks ganged up on and put out, sanctioned and fined for this idea that somehow not supporting the set equals not supporting your MC. So I want to state right here, clearly, for all to hear from the Black Dragon, to hell with the freaking set. Okay? Not only to hell with the set, but to hell with what you're thinking about the set. I could care less about the set. I could care less about the motorcycle club set. I could care less about so-called support of the set. I could care less about it. It doesn't turn me one way or the other. First of all, because the set doesn't work like you think it does. Some of you guys really not coming from the old school biker set. There's some of you guys will never ever know how that thing really works, how it's supposed to work. You see, supporting the set and supporting other MCs is so much bigger than going to someone else's party and spending money in the party. That's such a small part of what that kind of support is. And if you're trying to get people to come to your motorcycle club party, your function, just because you supported them, which one would think that that's how it goes, but it really doesn't go that way. Most of you do not have enough members in your motorcycle club for it to work that way. When you can only show up at somebody's party with 5 members, you ain't made no noise, man. Them folks ain't studying you. They don't care. You know, I've seen in Atlanta that people that get lots and lots of people to come to their motorcycle clubs, they have big numbers. They got motorcycle clubs with 100 people in them. When they walk in your door with 75, 80 people, they make a thump, a thunder, an impact. You walking in with 4 dudes, don't nobody notice you. Well, you got 400 clubs in this city. I think I one time counted 366 clubs in Atlanta. And that's just on the black set. You got the white set and the Hispanic set, Asian set. You could have 1,000 clubs in this city. And of that 1,000 clubs, some are huge and some are not. People have to make decisions about who they want to go, quote unquote, support. And your little 10-member club ain't hitting on no numbers, bro. Nobody fixing to come to your clubhouse just because you went to theirs. Should work like that, doesn't work like that anymore. Part of the reason it doesn't work like that anymore is because you folks don't have a good idea about how to support other MCs. You lost that. The younger generation lost that. Some kind of way you lost the idea about what support is. Support of another motorcycle club, support of the biker set is all about brother clubs and sister clubs. It's about establishing relationships. It's about being there when you're needed. It's about being there in crisis. It's about being there for fun. It's about hanging out together. It's about going places together. It's about calling when their brothers and sisters are sick. It's about being there when their brothers and sisters are in the hospital. It's about knowing when their brothers and sisters are having children or birthdays. It's about making other motorcycle clubs part of your extended family. That's what support on the set is. Well, there's this old club here in Atlanta. And they're not a big club. But the old man that runs the club, every time you see him, he's out there supporting somebody like a brother, like an extended part of the family. This guy probably, I've never seen more than a handful of those folks, maybe 5 or 6. They don't just go to everybody's party. You can call the old man up and ask him anything, anytime, about any question you have. He's there through crisis. If you have somebody who dies in your club, he and his few members are going to be there. They're going to be there every time. Some of you guys know the club I'm talking about. And this guy supports the set. He's got so many intrapersonal relationships with presidents because they respect his 50-year-old motorcycle club. And so they call him, "Sir, I've got a problem with this. Sir, I've got a problem with that." He is a patriarch. He's more than just somebody who shows up at your damn party. Oh yeah, and he shows up at your party. And he shows with every member he's got. He comes full strength to everything. But it's not about supporting the motorcycle club set, because there are some people he don't screw with. And those some people that he don't screw with, it's because they're not good people. But just about everybody else, oh my goodness, that guy's going to be there. But the first thing he's done is he has taken care of his inner family. And a lot of you guys, the reason I say to hell with the set is, a lot of you guys want to support other motorcycle clubs, and you got your own motorcycle club situation dying around you. Morale is short. Morale is low, at an all-time low. And you want to have yourself out on the set every weekend. And instead of your brothers and sisters on a motorcycle somewhere, getting to know each other, solving intrapersonal battles, learning how to cooperate with one another and build a stronger inside. Because you guys don't have any idea what it takes to support the set, because you have no damn idea what it takes to support one another. You don't even like each other in your own motorcycle club. All you want to do is get out and put colors on and look good, catch women, look tough, act out, race, act foolish in your colors, bring law enforcement down on your club, doing dumb stuff on the set. The set. And that's why so many of you want to start your own motorcycle clubs. But you don't want a motorcycle club, because if you really wanted to start a motorcycle club, we wouldn't see some of you guys on the set for a year or 2 or 3. Because you would be so busy getting your in-house together, you could care less about the set. The reason you need a blessing and you need to Be seen, be seen, be seen. Because you love that set so much. If you were really concerned about emceeing and having a family of brothers, if you never made a motorcycle club function or a motorcycle bar, it wouldn't bother you any more than if you never saw the man on the moon. Sure, he's up there, but I ain't worried about getting to the moon right now. I have some things to do right here on Earth. If I see him, I see him. If I don't, I don't. But you guys can't. You can't. I know guys that are out on the set every single night of the week. Why? It's like an addiction. But you can be out on the set every single night of the week, but when we need you in a club meeting, we don't see you at all. I couldn't make the club meeting, my kids were sick. But you've been out on the set every night for the last 3 weeks. Club meeting afternoon. Funny thing is, you missed the club meeting and you were still out on the set. To hell with the set. The set is outside the MC. I often tell folks in my motorcycle club nation, when they start telling me about how great of a participator they are in the MC because they've done this, this, and this on the set, I'll turn around and walk away. Don't give a damn about your contribution on the set. I care about your contribution to the MC. Now, sometimes we'll throw a Black Sabbath party, and there won't be nothing but Black Sabbath there. From state after state after state after state, they come rolling in. And boy, do we have a time. Woo, boy, howdy. Do we have a time? Huh. There ain't no time like a Black Sabbath time. Because we have learned how to be comfortable and happy within ourselves, within our souls, happiness within our own hearts, happiness being together, hanging together, rolling out together, being part of one MC, one family, one core of brothers and sisters. We've learned how to love one another. And when you love one another, and when you are in love with one another, because you can love people and hate them. You can love people and not like them. You can love people and not want to spend a second around their butts. But when you love people and you're in love with them, boy, you love to be around them. You love to hang out with them. You love to hear their stories. You love what they love. And your love gets stronger by being together. And your love gets magnificent by sharing it with one another. And the love seed gets bigger and stronger and tougher and more magnificent and more magnificent and more magnificent. You're not thinking about no damn set. You're thinking about each other. Thinking about, I can't wait to hang out with them again. I had the time of my life. Where are we going to go this time? When your MC gets like that, when you go out on the set, all people see is cohesion. You ever look at that MC and say, damn, they look like they're having such a good time. Man, I sure wish our MC had a good time like that. Believe me, they have spent a lot of time together getting their MC in line on the inside with one another. I say to hell with the set. The set ain't gonna take care of you. The set ain't gonna help you keep your motorcycle club house alive. I remember one time, a guy I knew, old motorcycle club in Atlanta, they shut down. And one of the things the guy said is, the set quit supporting us. The set quit supporting us, as though it was the set's responsibility to support you and help you keep your clubhouse open. But I bet you a good look into the MC would have shown division and hatred and backbiting and backstabbing long before the set fell off. And when your house ain't right, the set ain't coming. When you got issues and division in your house and you're fighting and punching each other or talking about each other, some of you guys are so silly. You talk about one another on the set. It's silly. You say how the president ain't dookie. Boy, that president ain't defecation. He ain't defecation. He ain't worth a damn. You say this to strangers. Strangers walk around talking about, man, you ought to hear how they talk about their president. You're not making the president look bad, idiot. You're making your MC look bad. You're making your MC look incompetent. Because who in the hell follows an incompetent president? Except incompetent morons. So when you're telling everybody how dumb and stupid and incompetent and childish and unqualified your president is, you're telling people that you follow an incompetent, stupid, unqualified, childish leader. And what does that make you? An incompetent, stupid, selfish, childish, unqualified follower. That's what that makes you. It makes you someone incapable of choosing a leader qualified to lead you. Because if he was that incompetent, stupid, unqualified, childish, immature, silly, inexperienced brat, how the hell did he get to be in charge of you? And why has he not been removed? And when you can't answer that question, you look so silly on the set where you were running your mouth on the set. And they talk about your motorcycle club. And yeah, they talk about your president too. When somebody's talking about your president, they're talking about you. When you talk about your president, you're talking about you. When you talk about how sorry ass he is, you're talking about how sorry ass your MC is. And nobody wants to hang around a sorry ass situation. So that's when we see the set stop hanging out with you. You see your MC shut down. The set didn't support us. You didn't support your damn self. The set didn't care about us. You didn't care about your damn self. The set didn't respect us. You didn't respect yourself. This all comes from within. They can't tear us down if we stand united. If we stand united, they never have to come to one of our parties. If we stand united, because eventually we will eventually overcome. We will overcome eventually together. But we got to learn how to be together first. We got to learn how to hang out together first. We got to learn how to love each other first. We got to learn how to treat each other like individual precious stones of solid gold first. If I treated you like solid gold, if I treated you like solid gold and you treated me like solid gold, what argument could we have with one another? Nobody runs away from solid gold treatment, except the idiot or a fool, and we don't need them in the club anyway. So to hell with the set. The set is exterior to the club. Once you get the interior of the club together, the set will come to you. They'll come to your clubhouse. They'll want to get over there because the atmosphere is so... You ever walk in an atmosphere and the atmosphere was so tense you could cut it with a knife? Where you saw that people really didn't like each other, and worse, they didn't respect each other. Nobody want to be around that silliness. Nobody have time for that foolishness. And you got your act together when everyone's happy and loving one another. Ooh. Boy, howdy. Boy, howdy. But you guys don't know nothing about that. You don't know nothing about respect. Your parents taught you. I know you received the training. People's parents do the best they can with them. They raise them in the way they should go. People just make this decision at some point. To hell with what mama said. I'm not fixed to say please or thank you anymore. And it's sad. It's sad because it doesn't have to be that way. Y'all know the right things to do. But you put these colors on and you become some sort of Romeo, Don Juan, romancing women out of their panties, which are Harley Davidson. And somehow you couldn't do that before you bought that Harley and put that patch on your back. You're not interested in the MC. I don't even know why you joined one. You could go to that same club and do the same damn thing. Yes, sir. All day long. With just a motorcycle and a vest on. No. You need a vest that says Sergeant at Arms on the front. So somebody would think that somebody follows you. That you have some leadership over some men. Leadership over men you haven't seen in 6 months because you haven't been to a meeting. But boy, you can leave Atlanta and go to Tennessee, to every function up there in Tennessee. And everybody sees you up there. Almost like a lone wolf, only you got colors on. But you might as well be a lone wolf. The motorcycle club ain't seen you. We ain't seen you. Not even a little bit. To me, this is silliness. This is what you bros do. And it's that set that causes so much dissension in that club. I say give yourself a set break. take 6 months off. That's right, 6 months. Spend every weekend for the next 6 months somewhere cool riding with your MC. New clubs getting started. The set's so funny. They tell you, well, you can come into the set, but you can't have a party for 3 years. We want to see how you support the set. It's interesting. What I want is a guarantee from you that if I run around this damn city for 3 years, going to every single party and spending my money, I want a guarantee that at that 3rd year, when I throw my party, there's going to be 10 members from every motorcycle club in this city at my party. Oh, they won't make you that deal. Because the set don't give a damn about your motorcycle club and whether or not it succeeds. All the set wants to do is collect your money. That's all the set wants to do. And they tell you that. All these coalitions and stuff that have set themselves up over the past 10 years, they're telling people to do things they never had to do to get on the set. You got to wear a t-shirt for 7 months, and you got to do this, and we need to see your support to the set. Man, take your set and shove it up your rear end. You don't need the set. Those are my brothers over there. We got brothers and chapters from coast to coast. We can throw a party and have 500 people show up and never one time be concerned about somebody from the set. Let me tell you something. Those clubs that you F with you. If I F with you, you'll F with me. You don't need the set to have a brother club. You don't need the set to make relationships with other folks. There's always the set, and then there's the counter set. There's the clubs you never see on the set. They all seem to tend to hang out together, not really being concerned so much about the set at all. And they're happy together. And they're loving on one another together. And they're fellowshipping together. They hang out together. They support each other's parties. You have to decide what you want as a motorcycle club. Do you want to have the greatest party with all the rappers there and everybody there? And that's really a great club for some people. Like a Corvette is good for some people. Other people like a four-wheeler so that they can love any kind of terrain. Other people like a bus, some sort, so they can camp out, chill out. What kind of MC do you want? I want a brotherhood. A select few brothers and sisters across the country that I can deal with, that I can hang out with, that know who I am, and I know who they are. That's what I want. That's what I want to hang out with. That's who I want to carry my coffin. People who loved me for real. If the set shows up, that's gravy. But if they don't, they wouldn't be missed. So I ask you, what do you want? Look at these folks. Oh yeah, you got to do this and do that and do this to belong. I didn't even have to do that to get in my motorcycle club. So when the set becomes a place that cares about individual motorcycle clubs, more than it cares about the top few who run it, and filtering and lining their pockets, when it becomes more than about the political few who dominate it and push folks around, telling them what they can't do, more than what they can do, then maybe, just maybe, I might become concerned with the damn set. The set to me is like the high school yard. Whole bunch of grown-ass men competing and penis measuring and pissing on things that don't matter. Fighting over colors and whose jacket is right, and killing each other sometimes. Threatening people and pushing folks around. Ostracizing people and putting people on blacklists. And it's funny because the set is so segregated by race. The thing that's most amazing to me is it's black people doing this to black people. White people doing this to white people. Hispanic people doing this to Hispanic people. What the hell? There's not even any unity in the race. Just pissing contests. Who can shut who down? Who can outdo who? Who can subjugate whom? Or something like that. It's all too silly for me. When I'm riding on the highway with my brothers, go back and look at some of my videos called The Pack. Look at the joy on the faces of my bros riding in the pack on their way to the set. So we ride to our parties. Hundreds and hundreds of brothers, if not thousands, riding to, come on, man, riding to our pack, riding to some place where we're going to have fun. That's what we do. And it's a blast. Because we don't care about the set. Now, we'll support you. We'll come hang out with you. We'll spend our dollars. We mess with the people who mess with us. We respect the people who respect us, and we hang out around the people who treat us with respect. I've gone to big, huge parties. Be 10,000 people in those parties. And the president has come to me specifically and said, Black Dragon, man, I'm so glad you and the Black Sabbath could make it. Boy, them block burners throw a party, boy. Woo. Ever go to the block burners party? Well, that national president, Capone, that cat will come up to me every time. Black Dragon, man, I'm so glad you and your brothers could make it. Thank you for coming. They don't get so big, but they can't say thank you. But you don't mind. Well, I've been to some parties, 500 people in it. And the president don't even acknowledge that you walked in the door. Why would I go back there? Even if all you had was 5 people in your motorcycle club, tickets are $10 a piece, that's $50. You buy a t-shirt or 2 and some drinks. You gave them folks some money. Do you hear from them? Now, in the old days, it was probably a little different because we would make you sign a ledger when you came in. And we would make it our point to get back to your club and your club party within at least 2 years. I mean, depending on how many clubs came, it might take us a couple years to get back to you all. But clubs have forgotten that. I think what has happened is this kind of stuff hasn't been passed down. We haven't passed this information down in the club. There's been a brain drain. Leaders die off and young people take over. All the new clubs start, pop up, jump up, are created. And when you create a new club, all you're thinking about is how to get my club started and how are we going to get our blessings and how are we going to get on the set. A lot of you don't even take the time to discover all of the, if you really wanted to start a club, it probably takes about 3 years from inception, if you were to do it right and learn everything you could learn. You guys want it done 6 months from the day you think of the idea. And I don't know, you see Sons of Anarchy, Biker Boys, Gangland, whatever you see. And it brings you on. Here you are. You got to be part of it, got to be part of it, got to be part of it. You don't even know what it is you're trying to be part of. You've no idea of the mores, I don't know if mores is a word actually. You don't have any idea of the social norms, the values, the true aspect of the MC Brotherhood. So now here you are, up and developed, a 5-year-old motorcycle club. And you never even knew what it took to begin with. So you've got holes in your game. And most people, they don't spend time strengthening the holes in their games. I talk about motorcycle riding. One of the biggest things you see and why people have motorcycle wrecks is they don't practice motorcycle riding. But they got these MSF, Motorcycle Safety Foundation videos all over the place. And only a very few people actually get those things in practice. I once saw B.B. King play with a guy, and he, as great as B.B. King was, B.B. King told the guy, now listen, I have a limited range, I can only play in this key really, and so we're going to do all our songs really based off this one key. And I thought to myself, for such a great artist, he never went back and fixed his holes. He was always very good at what he did. That made him his money. That was okay. That was cool. If I don't learn any more keys, that's all right. But he was limited when he went to play with other people. And they were limited because they could really just play his style. And we, as motorcycle riders, we do the same thing. If you're not good at cornering, you won't go practice cornering. If you're afraid of a left-hand turn, you won't go practice a left-hand turn. If you can't start off good on hills, you won't practice starting off good on hills. If you're afraid of that bridge that goes across the water with grates on it, you'll do everything you can possibly do to avoid that. So when you get into a situation where that is critical, that skill is critical for staying alive, you won't have that skill because you never practiced it. And in motorcycle clubs, I draw this all the way around to a big circle, we don't close those holes. If you don't know about something, You just stay away from that. And you don't spend the time it takes to make that skill. You don't master that skill. You don't master where you have the holes in your education and your knowledge and your experience. You just keep moving. Well, it's good enough. We seem to be making it. And when you need to know that skill, like, oh my goodness, we're getting ready to have a big meeting with the dominant. Well, hell, I don't even know how to have a meeting with a dominant. You never took the time to find out. And so, without that skill, now that you need it, you're sitting there looking like a bump on a log. Useless. So these are the things you have to think about. And one of the things I always say is, to hell with the set. To hell with the set. Until you get the inside of your motorcycle club together. Listen, I want to thank you so much for tuning in. You can see me on Facebook. We have MC Talk TV, where we have 5 riders that are just incredible. MC Talk TV, we hope you go there and you like that channel. If you want to friend me, I get a lot of friend requests, but I am virtually out of friend requests. I'm like at 4,800, something like that. I've drawn it to a close because you can only get 5,000 friends on Facebook. So if you want to be my friend on Facebook, you got to go to Black Dragon Biker. That's my page. Go to Black Dragon Biker on that page, and you will be able to like that page. And when you like that page, then you can communicate with me there. We can video chat or whatever. If you need to video chat me personally, JBunchII is my Facebook page. You can follow me there, and we can link up on chat, and we can talk about, people call me on chat all the time, and we talk about whatever you need to talk about on video chat. So that's JBunchII on Facebook. On Instagram, I'm JBunchII, JBunchii. On Snapchat, I'm JBunchII. On MyFitnessPal, I'm JBunchII. On Samsung Health, I'm JBunchII. And I said Fitbit. On Finish Swim Sense, I'm JBunchII. On Twitter, I'm JBunchII. Now, if you want to email me, it's blackdragon@BlackSabbathMC. A lot of people ask me, how can we catch you live, Black Dragon? Well, I'm developing a schedule. I think the schedule is going to be Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays by 8 a.m. Tuesdays and Thursdays, like maybe 3 or 4 or 5 p.m. That way I can get people in the morning and then people in the evening. If you want to catch me live, you can subscribe to the channel. I believe you'll see a subscription thing come up over here. It's my little face. Click on that thing and subscribe. And also hit the notification bell. The notification bell will tell you whenever, it'll send you a notification on your phone or tablet or whatever, saying, hey, Black Dragon's up and doing his thing now. Support my books. You can get them on Amazon. Prospects Bible, How to Prospect for a Traditional Motorcycle Club. Prospects Bible for Women's Motorcycle Clubs. Sergeant at Arms Bible. And the Public Relations Officer's Bible. How to manage your publics and your public relations for the motorcycle club. As always, I appreciate you all. I love you all. Thank you for going on that walk with me. And get skinny.